brave souls, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today we have a picky card reading to find out what the person you are asking about, thinking about, felt the last time they saw you. So totally we have 4 groups. This is group number 1, this is group number 2, this is group number 3, and this is group number 4. I will show you the images so you can pick accurately. This is group number 1. This is group number 2. This is group number 3. And this is group number 4. So pick a pile, pick a image, pick a number, do whatever works best for you, and let's get started. Group number 1. So we have your cards, and the card that you chose with this imagery is actually a card that speaks about letting go. And I do feel that the most intense energy, the most intense feeling and thought that they have felt, that this person have felt, was actually their understanding, their acceptance of the need to let you go. I do see from all of these cards that they did not treat you well. They did not treat you the way that you deserved to be treated, and they knew that. They knew that you deserved better. They knew that they are doing you kind of wrong. I don't sense like very intense narcissistic energy, but this person might have something in regards of that. Maybe they have a certain traumas, maybe they have certain trust issues themselves, and it's hard for them to create healthy relationships. It's hard for them to create safe and normal environment for other people, especially when it comes to love connections, romantic connections. So I do feel that this was the case in your connection as well. They were not able to provide you the love and the romance, trust, support, and just overall normal environment to be in. And I do see that they understand that now. I do see that they are trying to change that overall. And this is one of their biggest regrets. Not, we're having a Temperance card here. It's their biggest regret, not providing you with harmony, not providing you with peaceful, happy environment, not giving you what you deserve. And now they see that, now they regret that. They regret for bringing chaos in your life. They regret for maybe making you doubt yourself, making you doubt your sanity, your confidence. Maybe they created some sort of self-esteem issues for you. I do see that because we also have Judgment card here. So either they judged you in a way, or you felt judged by them, or they weren't able to make a good decision. They weren't able to make decision in favor of this relationship, in the favor of so the relationship could blossom, so the relationship could be healthy. I'm also getting one more message with this card, and this might sound a little bit harsh, and it might be like a trigger, so please don't take onto this message. It of course won't be for everyone. I do see that this connection for maybe just one person. I do hope there are not a lot of people who will resonate with this. I do see that for some, this connection overall involved losing a child. Could be that miscarriage didn't happen, but the soul of future child was ready to kind of come to you, to both of you. So when the connection kind of faded off, when the connection broke off, that didn't happen, and that soul kind of needed to choose different parents, different body, different way to reincarnate. I hope I'm making sense. So yeah, I do kind of sense that. Uh, what else they found the last time they saw you, this person? They had very caring, very loving thoughts, although it might not seemed like it. Maybe they were very neutral in their face expression. Maybe they were very easy and effortless with their words and with their tone, but I do see them. They were kind of crying the river inside, but they did not express that. I do see them having sweet thoughts about you, wishing you good things, wishing you healing, wishing you happiness, wishing you love, and kind of being able to forget them but not forget everything that happened with them. I do see from these cards that they do hope that you remember them in a way that is at least somehow good. I see that they hope that you do not see them as a bad person. I feel like are really fearful about that. Like they do not want you to think that they're a bad person. This person does not want you to think that this person is a bad person. They don't want to be judged. They're judging themselves enough. So yeah, this energy of this person definitely, this person does not want to be judged by you. They want you to remember good things, at least some good memories that the two of you shared. They want you to remember that, not the way that everything ended, and this is kind of what was their thought. They knew that this has to end. They knew that it's not right anymore. They knew that you need to go on your own journey, that you deserve better, but at the same time they wish that you maybe could still remain friends, or that you somehow still hold on onto those better memories, better times that you two shared. Because I do see that for some of you, group one, actually you maybe share longer history with this person, not just like started dating and all of this happened. I do see that for some of you, group number one, you actually maybe grew up together, or in yeah, you probably grew up together, or you have longer history, not just like 1 year of communicating, of building this connection. I do see that the last time they saw you, this happened either at your home, at their home, or somewhere near the whole house that you used to hang out. I'm also seeing like mountain or hill, so maybe that house is on the mountain or on the hill. I see also empty spaces, so probably there weren't people when the person or you walked away, when this last time being in communication, like standing in front of each other, happened. I do see that the kind of the space, the space and the streets are empty, and somewhere near there's like one light, so that could be like a lamp, street lamp, or maybe it's the moon, but I see the light being somewhere farther away. So this was the kind of environment I do feel, at least for some of you, that you kind of share that moment, that decision to go separate ways. They do see a lot of thoughts being in their mind, even when thought that maybe they are making mistake, that crossed their mind, that crossed their heart, because I do see with this Emerald Heart card that they again carried that love, carried that care and dream even about you, and their ways of mistreating you, their ways of doing you wrong, steering you wrong, it was it went kind of equally, like a parallel thing to the love. It's like if we would look at scales, they would they would be equal, because on one scale they are mistreating you, and on the other scale they are loving you, and there's this equalness about this whole situation, these two feelings that are so opposite, so contrary, so wrong to be together, to be felt together. It's wrong, but this is what happened. I do see that it's possible that for some of you who chose this group, this person had influence of friends. Maybe their friends did not like you, or maybe their parents did not like you. Something is going on there. It's like their tribe did not accept you. It's possible that because this is a general reading, it could be the opposite thing, that maybe your tribe did not accept that person, but there's something like conflicting going on with your tribe, with your friends, with your family, or their friends and family, and this whole connection. I'm also seeing that this connection took a wrong turn very fast. It's like one day, everything just went downhill, and up until that, everything was kind of good, sunny and happy. And I do also feel that is why this person hopes that you will remember those better times, those happier times, because we also have this pray you love, remember, and we have sweet thoughts, pansies. So yeah, definitely they do hope that you will remember them at least in some good light. And I'm also seeing that this person used to bring they used to bring you flowers, and now when they look at certain flowers, I don't know which flowers they used to bring you. Maybe they were violet color, or some unique color flowers, or some flowers that you really love. When they now look at those flowers, they always remember you. For some of you, could be yellow flowers. This person with the high priestess here, I do see that this person still feels connected to you. They probably have dreams about you, or you maybe have dreams about them, but there's definitely still the connection going on, like mental, psychic connection. I'm not saying that you are still connected, like telepathically, and you're still bound to be together. I'm not saying that, but I do see that, and they come to your dreams, and you come kind of to their dreams, because there's a lot of guilt here, there's a lot of anxiety here in this person's heart and mind. They know what they did, they know how wrong they did you, and it's weighing them down, and they have no idea, no way how to solve that, because I don't see you two being in contact, or at least not in the contact that you can talk about that. Maybe you say hi in the street, or in the school, or in college, whatever, you two maybe cross your paths, but there's not some environment that you could be open to each other, you would have that heart to heart conversation. And even if you would have that safe space, I don't think that they would say anything, and I don't think that you want to hear that anymore. I do feel that you moved on, and it's kind of them who still now lives in that space of regret and remembering and rewinding that last time that they saw you. I do see that probably you walked away from them, or maybe they walked away. Um, there's this like walking away from each other, going separate ways, like literally, they walking that way and walking that way. I do feel this sort of energy, like that letting go was very almost like theatrical, like scene from the movie, almost like. So yeah, I do see them dreaming about you. It's hard for them to handle their emotions at times. But this Four of Cups, I do see that they do not always have the most grounded ways of doing things and of feeling things. They miss on opportunities a lot. Overall, with these two cards, I kind of feel that they have bad influences around them. Maybe a lot of partying, drinking, or just overall unstable environment that brings more chaos to them. They overall seem to be quite indecisive, quite unstable, and not able to make decisions that are best for them. And that environment, or at least a few people in their environment, even intensifying that, even making harder for them to be grounded, for them to stay stable. Yeah, I definitely see that. Sorry, my window is open and someone is celebrating. So with these two cards, with Nine of Swords and Seven of Cups, these two cards says it all. They are confused. They spiraling. Their emotions are all over the place. They have these dreams, and I'm not saying that they only dreaming about you. It's only about you. Their whole life revolves about this regret that they have about you. No, it's not the case, because they do have more things to be sorry about, I feel. And overall, all of those things are kind of piling up, and they're thinking about them all, and they all make them feel anxious, maybe even depressed. And it's not a good state to be in overall. So I don't feel again that you still hanging on to them, that you do not let go of them. But even if you haven't, if you maybe still feel a little bit angry about what they did, looking at these cards, they're suffering enough. They are paying their debts. They're trying to learn their lessons. So really, there is no need for you to hold that grudge. Anything but, if you can, just send them love despite what they did what they did to you, because they are really, really lost. This person is really lost. And I don't feel that this person is like super bad in their nature, their core. I'm kind of looking at the cards. I see that they did you wrong, that they treat you bad, but at the same time, feeling all of this energy from them, I cannot help but feel kind of bad for them. It's not a good feeling coming from them. So yeah. Did you feel also that you were a lot of you had a lot of patience with them? You've been patient with them, and they know that now. They know that now. I'm also seeing that the last time they saw you, there was some significant sign with a bird. Maybe bird flew above their head or above your head. It's something like that. It was like, bringer of message. It was very symbolic. Overall, again, this whole scene, you two meeting for the last time, it was very movie-like. I don't see you, breaking up like over the phone, like doing like FaceTime kind of thing. I see actual physical meeting. Yeah. And despite what they said, despite the way they express themselves, I do see that they felt a lot of love, and they had this understanding that this is probably the last time that they are seeing you. At least the way that still somehow ties you two together, because they knew that after that there will be like this, cutting the cord forever. There was a lot of sorrow and regret from that day up until now. I'm getting a lot of Libra energy, although we don't have really the cards that would represent Libra, but I get a lot of Libra energy. So yeah, maybe this person was Libra, or maybe they really at that moment felt that they, was not fair, that they did it wrong, that maybe they even involved you in some sort of illegal activities, and they felt sorrow, they felt bad about that. But I do feel this Libra-like energy. Okay, group number 1, I think that's it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching group number 1, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, group number 2, so we have your cards, and you chose this pile with this image, this card, which says Dream Sweet, Sleep Deep. So with this card, the energy I'm getting from the person you're asking about, what they felt, what they thought the last time they saw you, actually they were kind of in denial. This person was in denial about what is going on. I don't see this person understanding that you are breaking up, that you are separating. And I'm actually looking at all of these cards, and I feel that they still think that this could work. They have the card work, and usually it's more about like a work, an actual work. But in this case, looking at all of these cards, I do feel that they think that this connection could still work. And even if you haven't talked with this person, from that time when you two last saw each other, I do think that they still hold some hope in their heart. They still think that kind of, planets will align for you to meet again, or something will happen, some energies will shift, and time and place will be in your favor. Everything will fall into your favor, and this relationship will flourish again, because I kind of feel that they are available, and they are ready to receive signs, they are ready to receive messages from you, and they're kind of waiting for that. Yeah, they're quite stable in that, in that state of mind. They thinking that they could manifest you back in their life. Yeah. And with these two cards, like the round and round and never ending story, I do feel that this is someone that you kind of had on and off connection, maybe, or there was some repeating things happening in this connection, some situations or some problems even have been repeating in this connection that made you feel like you're going over and over through the same thing, like something maybe felt very stuck. You solve the thing, go through that situation, but after that, after some time, after that is solved, a week or a month passes and that thing comes back again, and you again need to deal with that. So I do feel that kind of energy coming from this connection, from this relationship. And the last time you and this person saw each other, I see that you saw each other at a place that you used to be a lot, and maybe you even had previous breakup there. So it wasn't a completely new place that you two saw each other for the last time. It was a familiar place. It was the place that you maybe used to hang out, or you just knew that person. You knew that place quite well. And there was probably also a clock, or somehow the clock has significance. So maybe the meeting time was very specific, or someone was late. Because I do see clock, and like I'm hearing the ticking for some reason. The last time they saw you, they thought that you look very beautiful, and I'm not just saying that. I do have the card beauty and happiness. They thought that you look very radiant, very bright, very just beautiful, vibrant, energetic even. And I do also feel that you maybe had a little bit a mask put on, or maybe you just at that moment really didn't care because they thought that you are kind of happy. And I feel a little bit intuitively that it kind of made them uneasy, although they did not lose that hope. They still, again, as I mentioned, they think that you two will reconnect and reconcile. But at that moment, I see that they felt kind of uneasy, that you look so happy and so playful and so okay with everything that is happening, although at the same time they also like that. And overall, you probably have this character, those features in your character, that you are quite playful, cheerful, maybe a little bit feisty, and they do like that about you. You always have your head high, you are confident, and I do see them liking that about you. They definitely like that, and they liked that the last time they saw you. Maybe they brought you flowers, pink flowers as well, the last time they saw you, or there was something pink in the environment. I see that they are, it's interesting. We have Eight of Pentacles, which represents energy of working for something, perfecting something, learning something, right? Doing the work, doing the thing, putting effort in. And we also have the work card here, right? So I do feel that they regret not working enough for this connection. They regret not putting enough effort. They always thought that it's like you will always come back. The chance will always be there. The connection will never go away. Like you will never go away. And they always thought that, that reconciliation will be always possible. And at certain point, they still do that because they still have that hope. But that hope now changed a little bit. Now it's more like a hope and a wish. And before it was more like a taking things for granted more. So they do have regret. This is a death card. They do have this regret of not having this transformation fully take place, not having relationship to be transformed into something more stable, not letting themselves work, enough, not putting enough effort for this connection, not making this into something more profound, more deep, not taking that next level, making the same mistakes. I do feel that even that last time they saw you with that hope, with that wish that, and that thinking that everything still will be, okay, they also understood that they made the same mistakes over and over and over again, and they never changed those main things that maybe you asked them to change, or maybe, without asking, they should have. They made the same mistakes, and now they know that. And they knew that when they last saw you. Oh my god. And we have Eight of Pentacles here. So actually we have two cards that are Eight of Pentacles, and we have work, so it's like almost like three cards with the same energy. So definitely, yeah, not working for the connection, not putting effort, not, I'm even getting this, not getting to know the person enough. Eight of Pentacles can be this card of gaining knowledge, of studying, of practicing the craft, right? So in this case, I kind of feel that, it's like practicing the connection, not, practicing in a superficial way, but it's more like, getting to know the person, having time to get to know the person, taking the time to do that. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, this person kind of thought that, look, round and Wheel of Fortune. Again, like the same energy. This person thought that whatever they will do, everything will be okay. You won't go anywhere, You will stay. The wheel will turn into their favor. The connection will come back to them. It's like, what is that saying? What goes around comes around, So that is what they maybe thought, Maybe you threaten them to leave them, for instance, or you made suggestions that if they won't step up, you will leave. They kind of thought that, like, where would you go? You will still come back. And no, you wouldn't. At least until they change. And they knew that. And they know that now. The positive thing of all of this, we have Ten of Cups and Knight of Swords. And these two cards actually represent a possible outcome of this connection. So with these two cards, I do feel that if you would want that, if you would think that this person is still worthy of your time, and they would actually make some effort, because I actually feel that they would now. this could turn into something better that it used to be, because now this person would be more open emotionally. Now they would try to conquer you in a way. Now they would try to prove that their emotions are real, that their feelings are real. They would fight for you now in ways that they have never fought before. Because the main problem was the effort and the time, working on this connection, working with one another. I don't think there is connection relationship in this world that came to fruition, that blossomed without any effort and without any work. I don't think that's possible. Maybe for passion, for a fling, for something quick, but not for something grounded, for something stable and long term. And they know that. They know that. They know that, and they knew that when they last saw that you actually add a lot of value to their life, and now they are appreciating that. They did appreciate that when they last saw you, and they never kind of let go of that understanding up until now, up until to this day. I'm also seeing kind of that they regret not buying you something, not maybe buying you gifts more. Maybe you really like those small things, like small surprises, small gifts, and I feel like they regret not buying you that, not showing you support and not showing you attention with those things, like small gifts and maybe flowers and all of that. Okay, group number 2. So I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye. Okay, group number 3. So we have your cards, and your group is if you chose this card or if you chose a number. And this card is confidence. So with all the cards that I see, I do feel that the last time you saw this person and the last time this person saw you was the time when you had a argument, when you kind of fought each other, because I feel chaotic energy coming from the cards. We have actual cards that says chaos and conflict, and with the go the distance, I'm also kind of feeling this energy that tries to control, tries to go to that finish line without considering the other person, without finding compromises, without listening. I kind of feel inability to listen, inability to calm down, inability to just take time off and just to kind of take a step back. So definitely I do feel chaotic energy that happened the last time you saw each other, and this person felt that. So it maybe not was expressed with words, it's possible, but for most part I do feel that. I feel arguments, I feel chaos, words being exchanged, but of course it's possible, because this is a general reading, that maybe there was a lot of chaos and a lot of anger in that person. They thought a lot of bad things, bad thoughts. They wanted to win something, win argument. They wanted to prove something. They wanted to control situation. I do feel that. And even when I'm trying to describe this, I'm kind of, like I wanted to do this with my hands, because this is the kind of energy I'm getting, like, trying to overpower, trying to prove, trying to have their way. This is the kind of energy that, it's this person's way or the highway kind of thing. So yeah, this is the kind of energy that is very disconnected from the heart. It's not coming from the heart. It's coming from the place of anger, of anxieties, of self-confidence issues, all of that negative space. I do feel that this person really thought about the whole relationship when they last time saw you. They thought about how the relationship unfolded. Maybe this was the argument that you had about the whole relationship, where this is going, why it went that way or not that way, all of that. I also feel that it's possible that, okay, so this won't be for everyone, so don't cling on to the messages that, you kind of, if the message is for you, you kind of feel aligning with you, even if it's not what you like to hear, even if it's not what you want to hear. And if it just doesn't feel okay, then it's not for you, it's for someone else, because again, this is general reading, right? So what I'm feeling with this card, and kind of with this as well, is that this person either thought that you are unfaithful, or actually they were unfaithful, and they still try to say that they are faithful. They still tried to prove their truth that wasn't really the truth. So I see that, and maybe this, what was this argument about, why this whole separation, breakup, going separate ways happened, and you haven't met again, or at least not the way, that you are still somehow connected, still somehow close, you're still in relationship. But, and yeah, you know what, I actually feel, I wondered why I said that, but I do feel that maybe they saw you one time again after that, but they did not come to you, like they saw you from afar, maybe in store or in some public place or something. With the Victory and Conquest card and with the Confidence here, it feels like this person still thinks that they had their way, and this person was thinking that the whole time that this argument was happening, that last time they saw you, this person still thought that they had their way. This person is very confident in their ability, I feel, to control situation. Because this person thinks that they very, I'm getting this saying. I don't know if I should say it because it involves a bad word. When they say that this person thinks that they are the that's what they think they are, and that's what they think that's what they thought that last time they saw you. You kind of hitting them with facts, you hitting them with what they did, or what they did not do, and they still staying, cocky and maybe angry. Yeah, angry definitely, but at the end of the day, they still kind of felt powerful and still felt in control, but they weren't because they are a little bit delusional, I feel. With Six of Swords and Nine of Cups, any other reading, any other energy, I would say this person regrets that they did not give you happiness, that they did not provide you with safe space, that they made your life a little bit turbulent. But what I'm getting here now with this kind of energy, I'm actually getting the person who regrets not choosing themselves sooner, not pouring themselves more from your cup. And that, wow, sounds so horrible. Yeah. Although the only good thing that I do see is that they wish that they handled the last, conversation better. I do feel that. I do feel that they wish that they said better words, kind of thing, but I'm sensing that they wish that for themselves because they wished to appear and to represent themselves in a more positive light. I don't know, this person is like, wow, okay. I don't like this person. I'm so sorry, group number 3. This is the kind of reading when you hope that no one will resonate with this one. This is not a good person, no. This is the kind of person that likes relationship for a relationship, who loves love, not the person. And I feel like what they were thinking the last time they saw you is that how they should explain this, how they should turn this whole situation in their favor. Should they appear like a victim, or should they appear like and they're the ones who just were done with you? Although I do feel that actually it was you who were done with them. Yeah. And you know what the saddest thing is? That they saw your big heart. They saw how amazing you are. It's like your light. You know what? Your light was brighter than theirs, and that was scared them. That was what freaked them out. That was what annoyed them and angered them, because they want to be the ones who are the most amazing ones. All of these people that come to this group, those human beings, that energy I feel in this pile. And it's probably good description to say that they are narcissistic. This person is narcissist, but it's a little bit different. I don't want to kind of place that label on them. I just feel like they are just kind of full of themselves just because they are like that. Yeah, and with Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Hermit, yeah, I definitely see that other people were involved here as well. I'm so sorry. Again, if you don't feel you're resonating with this message, don't force it. Always trust your own intuition. But yeah, emotions were issue. normal emotions overall were issue. Not connecting with the heart. Someone always feeling left out. Someone always trying to figure out what is going on, trying to find answers. And I feel like it's you. This person doing their own thing, and you are being left alone to your own devices to figure out what is going on, why certain things are going on, and are you being crazy or is it really happening? Yeah, and with King of Cups and Emperor here, I do feel that this person is just, he will never change. Well, they might. Life usually gives lessons to everyone who isn't willing to change and willing to kind of right their wrongs, right? But, not anytime soon, I guess. They would never admit to you that they were wrong. They probably don't even feel wrong. Again, they hope that they would have gotten more from you. And they do want to appear like they're very in control and very in tune with their emotions. They are very intuitive, and they actually could be quite intuitive, to be completely honest. They could be quite intuitive, but they don't use their intuition and their emotional strength that they at some point have in certain situations for the good. It's very out of control. It's like they have the ability to control their emotions. They have the ability to use their intuition, but they don't do that. And because they don't do that, they let anger sometimes take over. And it kind of progress with time. And I do feel that when they age with time, that could get kind of out of control overall. Okay, group number 3. I'm so sorry this wasn't light reading, and I'm so sorry you had to deal with someone like this. Maybe this reading was not for you, so just pick another group, or maybe this reading just overall wasn't for you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, group number 4. So we have your cards, and this is the card that you chose. And we have energy. So what I see right away is that this connection with this person is karmic. And I'm not saying that this is like your twin flame or the soulmate and something that you will never get out of. No, it could be just someone that you share a past lifetime with, and you have some lessons together to go through, to learn, and this is why it's heavy, and this is why it's karmic. So why I'm saying that it's karmic, why this connection feels karmic to me, looking at all of the cards, it is because we have some cards like deep knowing, choices and illumination being reversed. We also have 2 of Cups, we have justice, we have energy here. I do feel that in this connection, a lot of faded events, faded situations and circumstances happened. Even when you 2 last time saw each other, there was synchronicities around you 2. I do feel that maybe you saw a few days before or around that exact moment, around that exact time when you 2 last time saw each other. numbers, synchronicities with numbers, repeating numbers happened. You saw repeating numbers. Also, the same animals maybe appeared, like maybe you saw a lot of like butterflies on social media, and then you saw a butterfly outside or near that person. Could be with any animal, with the bird. I see signs being shown to both of you, and it did not happen just for you, it happened for that person as well. I'm also seeing that this connection was quite intuitive overall, and this is because you probably share a past lifetime together. I feel that you both feel each other, and even if it doesn't matter if it's you who decided to kind of break it off, or it's them, it's this person, but you felt that you kind of knew that without actually knowing that you knew that, because whatever one of you was thinking or was feeling, the other one felt that as well. I'm also seeing owls here. So owls, another animal, another sign that maybe appeared around the time in your life. Also, the time when you saw that person the last time and when they saw it the last time, it could have been either new moon, full moon, or sunrise, dawn. There's something significant, in the skies happening at that time. I'm also seeing, again, this is general reading, so everything won't resonate, of course, but I do see that for some of you, group number 4, the place where this person last saw you was somewhere where there are these like pillars, maybe old pillars, like architecture, old architecture things. I don't know how to explain it, but something like that. I want to say like old Greek architecture. For others, this could be somewhere near a river or somewhere where there's a lot of nature, like colorful flowers, for instance. Yeah, so what they thought, how they felt the last time they saw you, they actually did not want to let go of you. They feel that this connection has a lot of energy to it. They feel that this connection can be very abundant. They want to receive your love and give love to you, but I feel that it's blocked there. And I do feel that they felt that they did not have a lot of choice and a lot of freedom in this connection, and it seems that it scared them. It scared them because they weren't able to be vulnerable enough. They weren't able to express themselves authentically. Not that you prevented that for them, not that you did not allow that for them, but they needed to go through certain things in their own life, in their own heart, and all of it, going through those lessons in their own life and being in this connection was kind of too much for them at that moment. And I'm also seeing with this friendship and gratitude card reversed that either a friendship wasn't developed, fully, completely, or friendship suffered because of this connection trying to turn into something more. Yeah, but I do feel that they feel like the choice was taken away from them. Like they weren't able to make choice that they wanted to make. I feel that they regret being like a failure in this connection, appearing like a failure in your eyes, not taking action, Four of Swords, just standing still and doing nothing really. They regret that. They regret not having enough strength, not having enough power to change the dynamics, to change the direction of the connection. You know, Seven of Pentacles and Four of Swords, they both represent waiting out, standing at the crossroads, right? And waiting for something to blossom, for investment to return. But I do feel that that investment in this connection, you know, emotional investment, wasn't really made, wasn't really expressed with words, even with their thoughts. Those intentions for something to happen weren't really set, and now they regret that because they see that this was something wonderful, something amazing. This is Two of Cups. This is intense and powerful connection, but this kind of connection, it could happen only in a healthy way after both people first find self-love. And I'm not saying that until you love yourself enough, no one else will be able to love you. No, that's not the case. People will still be able to love you even if you don't love yourself, although you should. You definitely should. Because, you know, that creates all sorts of other problems later in relationship. Because, you know, you have self-esteem issues and all of that. But it's more about, in this particular reading, it's more about, you know, being on the journey of recognizing who you are, learning about yourself, finding that self-love, finding that understanding how you love, how you want to love, who you want to love, right? And I know that sounds weird, but, you know, being on the journey and then being confronted almost like with the person, perfect person maybe for you. And that is why it was too much. And it was too much for them. And I do feel that it was probably too much for you as well. But you are better at handling that. You are better at understanding your emotions because you're more in tune with your emotions. And especially if you're a woman watching, right? Women overall are better at recognizing emotions, feeling out those emotions. And if your partner, if this is someone that you dealt with was also a woman, she didn't have that balance yet. Maybe she was less mature emotionally or just went through a lot, as I mentioned. Because with the Ten of Wands, I do feel that this relationship felt like a lot of responsibility, a lot of weight. Because it triggered a lot of things. It triggered a lot of lessons that it was meant to do that, you know. And this person knew that. Temperance. After all of those lessons, after all of those trials, let's just call them that, there would be so much peacefulness and so much harmony. But to reach this, you need to go through kind of the bad thing. And this person understood that, I feel. This person understood that the last time they saw you. I don't see that the last time they saw you, although again, there's something about the friendship I'm picking up on, but I cannot fully, understand it. But at that moment they last saw you, I don't feel that they consider you as their friend, or they did not considered, or they did not thought that you considered them as your friend. It's something about that, because we have the friendship um, reversed. I also feel that they thought that you maybe taking them for granted, or you wanting too much from them, something that they are not able to give you. But either way, with this abundance card, I do feel that they appreciate at that time they last saw you. Sorry, my window's open. um, they release that ego. They release that ego, and they kind of knew at that moment where this is going, that regret will kick in later. But at that moment, they weren't able to do anything about it. They just wanted to be free at that moment, I feel. But it had to do more with them rather than with you. It was their problem. It was their way, because they weren't able to handle all of it that comes with. And maybe it was wrong of me to call this connection karmic connection, because karmic connections can also be soulmate connections. It's like it's a past life connection that continues in this lifetime, and that comes with certain things, that comes with certain lessons and baggage, and they weren't able to handle that. As for outcome, we have these three cards: the Hermit, Knight of Wands, and Justice. So skills should be balanced. What comes after that, it depends, but skills should be balanced. I do actually intuitively feel that you will meet again, or you will talk, and certain things will be kind of cleared up, right? You will talk about something that will give you both like a closure. I do feel that. I also feel that there's a little bit like a waiting in the future. So maybe you both did not let go of each other yet. You still think about that last time you both saw each other, and you kind of try to figure out what happened, what really happened there. You do that, they do that, going inwards, searching for answers and trying to figure things out. And yeah, this is why I do feel that you will talk about it. Maybe not directly about it, but you will still talk, and from that, you will be able to figure things out. You will be able to get that closure. Another interesting energy, and I felt that immediately when I turned this card up, and then I kind of lost that energy, but now I'm getting it again, so I will mention this. I do feel that either in this person's family, or in your family, or around one of you, there is someone who is practicing black magic, and please don't freak out. I do feel that, and that black magic is negatively affecting people around. So they're not doing that, they're not putting curses on you or on this person you are thinking about, asking about. But because they're doing that, they're kind of releasing certain things in the environment around them. And black magic, good for them. if you want to practice, do that. That's fine. Okay. I'm no judging here. I don't really agree with that, but do you? But if you don't do that yourself, if you don't want to do anything with that and you don't want to be affected by that, just use some black tourmaline or clear quartz, even smudge yourself, because you don't need that energy clinging onto you. You don't need that thing in your energy field. So yeah, for some reason I picked on that as well. Okay, group number 4. So I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I did not scare you. I hope everything is okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye.